For today's workout, you're going to need one exercise mat. If you don't have one, you can use a big towel. One chair, ideally knee height. Two small dumbbells, or if you have only one dumbbell or one weight of any shape that is not too heavy, that will work too. No weights? No problem. You can use 2 water bottles or 2 things. One small towel folded. One cushion. If you have a staircase at home or a small step, you can use one of them. I don't have stairs, so I will be using this step. But if you don't have access to any of these options, don't worry. I will be providing modifications later. I also recommend you to try this workout barefoot or with socks if you feel comfortable. Welcome to day 3 of this series. Grab your equipment, put on some music if you like, and let's dive in. If you've been following along, you're already familiar with today's exercises, but we will be adding progressions to challenge you and take it up a notch. If you are new, don't worry, just follow along or check out day 1 to get started. Stand up in front of a chair, feet shoulder width apart, and we're gonna sit back and stand up. This movement is very important because we are mimicking a daily action. Every day we have to sit down and stand up or squatting. But here we're practicing good form. We want to initiate the movement with the hips. Think of sitting back on a chair as far as possible. And in that way, you will manage to use your hips to do the movement. Let's do one more repetition. And that's it. Excellent. We have 30 seconds before we do the exercise again. I'm going to change the position of the chair so you can have a different view and we can work on a different cue. Remember that I am using a couple of dumbbells, but you can use whatever you have available at home. And if you don't have weights available, you can use 2 water bottles, tin cans, or just your body weight. Let's grab the weights. We're gonna stand up in front of the chair. We're gonna position the feet shoulder width apart, and we're gonna focus on the knees this time. We're gonna make sure that we are pushing the knees out. We don't want to be doing this. See how my knees are coming in? We want to make sure that the knees are following the toes. But this is a very common mistake. That's why it's important to practice to make sure that the feet stable, that you are pushing through the whole feet, and that's gonna help you to control your knees better. And a slow pace is very important as well here. Let's do one more repetition. Good work. Let's take 30 seconds rest. What are you gonna do if this variation is too easy? In that case, I want you to get rid of the chair and practice the movement without it. But let's say that the chair is not the right height for you, maybe it's too high, you need something lower. In that case, you can use the couch. Or if you are someone that is not ready to get rid of the chair, but wants to do it a little bit more challenging, then the couch is a good option. We're gonna sit back and we're gonna stand up. First, we want to make sure that you are initiating the movement with the hips, what we were practicing in set number 1. And second, we want to make sure that we are pushing the knees out as well. Those 2 things that should be happening. If you decided to get rid of the chair and practice without it, make sure that you are able to control this. Otherwise, it's not worth it. I will go back, practice good form, and then progress. Let's do one more repetition. Very good, guys. And that's you done with your squats for today, or at least for your workout. Put the dumbbells away, grab the chair. We are also going to be using the towel. A towel is something that everyone has at home, so there are no excuses. But if you happen to have a resistance band, you can use that instead. With this exercise, we are working on strengthening your back. Let's get in position. We're gonna sit tall with your chest up and your core engaged. And we're gonna bring the arms overhead. From there, we're gonna pull the tower towards your chest, and we're gonna work on controlling your head. You want your head aligned with your spine. Once you have that, I want you to work on squeezing your shoulder blades together at the bottom of the movement. That's gonna help you with that engagement. There, that's when you contract. Excellent. Let's do one more. That's it. Take 30 seconds rest. This break is for you to have some water if you need to. Remember that it's important to stay hydrated. Go and check on your kids, on your pets. Some of you might be even cooking. So make sure that you're not burning the kitchen. Go to the bathroom. This is the moment to do all of that. Know when you are working hard in the middle of your set. And of course, make sure that you're ready to go for the second set. On this one, I'm gonna show you a modification. We're gonna be pulling behind your neck. Bring your arms overhead and only do this if it feels right for your shoulders. If it doesn't, use the modification that we were using on the first set, pulling towards your upper chest. Make sure that you are keeping good form with your head. You don't want to be doing this, and you don't want to be doing this neither. Always your head aligned with your spine. Let's squeeze the shoulder blades together there. Great. Let's do it again. One more time. And break time again. While you're resting, I'm gonna change my setup to give you a front view, and I also want to show you what we shouldn't be doing with your wrist. You don't want the wrist to be doing this. You want the wrist to be neutral. That's very important to make sure that we are engaging the right muscles and we are not hurting the body. Pick the variation that you prefer for the shoulders, either pulling behind the neck or pulling towards your upper chest. Bring your arms overhead with the towel and pull down. When you pull down, think of contracting your shoulder blades together at the bottom of the movement. I know I have repeated this today a lot, but I really want you to get into the habit of activating the right muscles. Great, guys. We have only 3 more to go. That's 1. That's 2. Give me one last one. And 3. Very good. Next exercise is great for building lower body strength, balance, and endurance. If you are using the staircase at home, that's where you will be doing this exercise. If you have a stool or a step available, grab it. If you don't, you will be able to see a modification on the left side top corner of the screen. With bench or without it, using dumbbells is optional as well. If you are using them, grab them at the sides and that will add an extra challenge. Stand up in front of the step, place your right foot, and we're gonna push through the right heel to lift your body up until the left knee comes up as well. This is a challenge that I'm adding to this workout. On the first workout, we didn't bring the knee up. So definitely that's gonna make it harder. I am losing my balance as well. That's why it's important that you connect with your foot. You don't want to let the heel, the right one, come off the step at any time. We have a couple more repetitions to go. That's 1. Give me 1 more. And 2. Time to change sides now. Place the left foot on the step, and now we're gonna be pushing through the left heel to lift the body up. This time is the right knee that is coming up. Remember that this adds an extra challenge on top of having the weight on the sides. So you can also have the option of going for one of them if both feel a lot at the moment. But If it feels good, your body is coping well, then keep pushing hard. Make sure that you're pushing through your heel and that you are keeping the balance as much as possible. Let's go with one more repetition, and that's it. 30 seconds rest. I'm gonna change the position of my steps so you can appreciate a side view of this movement. Also, I'm gonna show a modification for the people at home that have access to only one dumbbell or one plate. The variation that we're gonna use is holding the dumbbell on the same side of the working leg. For example, in this case, the right one. So right leg is doing the work, right arm is carrying the dumbbell. We're gonna push through the right heel until the left knee goes up. Remember to hold the left knee for a full second when you get at the top. You don't want to be rushing the movement and trying to go up and down as quick as possible. This is about creating that stability on your foot and making sure that you are engaging your right glute and your right leg. Very good. The second one is always better, feels more stable. And let's swap legs. Now I'm gonna change the position of the dumbbell since I will be working the left leg, holding the dumbbell with the left arm. Place the left foot on the step. Make sure that your feet are staying hip width apart. And we push through the left heel and right knee goes up. Remember that we bring the right knee up only if it feels right. If it doesn't, you can do the modification that I'm showing now. Even you can have a full rest with your foot on the step. There is plenty of ways of making an exercise work for you. We are nearly there with this set. Couple more repetitions to go. That's it. Very, very good. As I mentioned at the start of this exercise, step-ups are great to build your endurance. That's why you might feel that your heart rate goes higher compared to the other exercises. And if that's the case, don't worry. Take a seat, have water, take as long as you need to. You can always pause the video and play when you're ready. Just make sure that you're listening to your body and that you are enjoying the workout. I'm going back to front view. Let's stand up in front of the step. We're gonna go with the right leg again and we keep working on the balance. This time practice pushing your belly button inwards when you step up. That's gonna help you to activate your core even more. And as we have practiced in the other sets, you don't want the heel, the right one, to come off the step. Let's do one more repetition. Great, great. Now we're gonna do the left one more time and we are done with this exercise. A step pushing through your left heel and bringing the right knee up for a little pause. Make sure that you are pushing your belly button inwards as well here, and that will help you with the balance. I'm looking very shaky right now. My legs are getting tired. And I imagine yours as well because we've been working hard. We are nearly there. Give me one more. And great. Step-ups are done for today. So if you were using a staircase at home, come back to the screen. We're gonna set up for the chest press, which is a great exercise to work your chest, shoulders, and back of your arms. For that, I want you to grab a cushion. Make sure that you have a comfortable mat or towel. Grab your dumbbells. We're gonna position a dumbbell on each side of the mat and we're gonna get down to the floor. If you have mobility issues, use something for support, and definitely take your time getting done. The idea is to get you stronger that every time this motion becomes easier. Once you are on the floor, lie flat on your back. Knees are bent and feet are flat. We're gonna hold a dumbbell in each hand and we're gonna position the elbows about 45 degrees from your shoulders. Let's push the dumbbells up, shoulders are aligned with your hands, and from there we're gonna slowly bring the dumbbells down. We're gonna lower the dumbbells until your elbows slightly touch the floor. And from there we push up. Very good. Remember to make sure that your shoulders are staying aligned with your hands when you get at the top of the movement. There. Good. And then you are getting about midline of your chest when you're going down. Let's do one more. Excellent. Rest time. And I want you to literally rest, especially if it was challenging enough to get to that position. I am changing the setup so that you can have a back view and you can see what we should be doing with your elbows when you're doing a chest press. But again, I don't want you to change absolutely anything. Stay there, get ready because we will be starting the second set soon. Grab your dumbbells. We're gonna push the dumbbells up, hands aligned with your shoulders, and from there we lower the elbows and then we press the dumbbells up. Pay attention to what is happening with the elbows. This is bad form when you are flaring the elbows out. You will see how on this repetition my elbows are almost aligned with my shoulders. Make sure that you are keeping your elbows 45 degrees from your shoulders or your upper arms 45 degrees from the torso. Let's do one more. And that's it. Good work. 30 seconds break. And I want to show you how can we make the most of what we have available at home. For example, if you have only one dumbbell, I will show you in this set how to use only one dumbbell to do the movement. I want to explain as well why are we using a cushion. Some people might find hard to get the head in a natural or neutral position when doing this exercise. So having that cushion, if it's the right height, it will really help to avoid a strain or discomfort in the neck. Let's get ready. Grab the dumbbell. You're gonna hold each head with each hand. And we're gonna start at the top. We lower the dumbbell down and then we press up. As you can see, it's the same movement, just changes what we are holding. If you are holding a plate, you will hold it exactly in the same way, depending on what grip it has. But it's the same dynamic, same movement, same benefit. Let's keep pushing. One more, all the way down and up. Fantastic. We are down to the final exercise of this workout, and while we set up, I want to remind you that this is day 3 of 8 strength workouts, specifically designed for true beginners, no prior experience needed, and really anyone can try this. Just follow them in order and aim for 1 or 2 classes per week to start building strength step by step. Let's get ready to engage that core. I'm gonna get you to lie flat on your back. Make sure that the head is in a comfortable position. And we're gonna engage the core by pressing your lower back against the floor. There should not be gap between your lower back and the ground. From there, lift your legs and we're gonna hold this position for 20 seconds, keeping tension through your core by keeping the back flat against the floor. I'm keeping my knees bent, but if you want a challenge, you can always extend them. We have 3 seconds, 2, and 1. The working time on this exercise is relatively short, but I want you to focus on technique, on drawing your belly button in towards your spine and eliminating any gap between your lower back and the mat. For the second set, I'm gonna get rid of the cushion. If you would like to practice that, go for it. Just make sure that your head is in a neutral position and your shoulders are away from your ears. From there, let's lift the legs. And this time, I am trying a different variation. Notice how my legs are a bit more straight than they were before. Before they were in 90 degrees angle. You can pick the position that allows you to keep that tension on your core. Let's go for 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Nice work, guys. Who is ready to do that last set of the day? Remember, our goal with this core exercise is to keep your back flat against the floor. And the beautiful thing about exercise is that you can always find a modification that suits your body and allows you to achieve the goal or have good form and technique. So I want you to pick what feels the best for you. I'm gonna show you the variation with legs extended. Let's raise the legs and let's hold the position for 20 seconds. Last 20 seconds of the day, if your back starts to arch, don't worry, bend your knees. The idea is to finish this one very strong with good form. We have 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Great job, everyone. And thank you for joining today. Day 4 is coming up soon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. See you then and ciao ciao.